Anyway, James, Manchester United dropped more points today. What do you make of that?
It's just shit, innit, when United drop points. Honestly, man, it just ruins your fucking day. Like, it's not right. You know, people say, oh, fan channels are too negative. I want to be as positive as I possibly can, right? I love Solskjaer to bits. If we change the manager, is that going to solve anything? I don't know. But ultimately, you know, today wasn't good enough, bottom line. And Villa wasn't good enough either. And something has to change, whether that's the system, whether that's the formation, because you can't have a team like Villa or Everton come to Old Trafford and just frustrate United with similar sort of things. I mean, Villa were very similar to Everton in how they played. They just did the same thing. And like,
I know I had a go at that geezer that was screaming Ollie out and all that, but the reason I'd said that is because I feel like your whole opinion is defined into agendas. There is criticism for Ollie there. I know. And when I know. I'm just asking a question. Yeah. And obviously, when we're playing at home at Old Trafford, 4 games, 1 win, and the football isn't good enough, is he going to come under more fire once the results aren't coming? And does he deserve that?
I don't know. It's difficult because I think at the end of the day, right, and we were in a similar position last season and he managed to turn it around and United finished second, but I think the excuses are starting to wear a bit thin now. Obviously, you know, there are other issues today. You know, I don't want to say the referee, I don't want to blame the referee for United being crap, because that's not good enough, but ultimately last season and the season before, you could look at United, you could say, okay, well, there's been a lack of investment here. There's certain positions that haven't been filled. Pereira's playing in midfield, whatever. But at the minute, you know, we've got Ronaldo, we've got Varane. United have a good team, and they should be able to beat Villa and Everton at home.
We still don't create enough, though. We still don't create enough. We brought in Sancho to fill that right-hand spot, and we still can't break teams down at home. It's a joke.
And when people criticise Ollie, that's fair, right? Because surely it's up to the manager to get the coach, get the tactics right, which should see us create chances. And when you got players like Pogba, Sancho on the pitch, and you're not creating chances, something's going wrong.
It's a worrying time. You can't bring in Sancho. We've been crying out for a right winger, and he still starts on the left. I'm not saying I want Mason dropped, but in games like this, you need Mason to not play, because Mason's an in-behind player. Sancho's going to come on the right. He's going to pick up the ball and create, and he's starting on the left. And I'm not saying he needs to start on the right to create, but we can't create against these teams that set a low block. And this is what we've been crying out for.
I said it to my brother who was sat next to me. I go, if any decent manager or coach wants to come here and get a draw, they can do it. And that's a problem.
In all fairness, he was on about Greenwood then. I don't think Wan-Bissaka helps him out. I see Greenwood picking up the ball maybe 30 yards out and he has to do a lot. And it always goes back to McTominay. And I just think Wan-Bissaka doesn't help him out at all.
This was the talk I wanted. Like Trippier, right?
I think you made an error because in the last game, everyone was overlapping and Greenwood had like 45 shots or whatever. It was a ridiculous shot. So he could pass when he wanted to pass, but he didn't want to. So therefore there's an error there. You made a very interesting comment where you said Ollie's trying to play, but Pogba is the one player that can dictate tempo, and it's a 2 defensive midfielders, and you're not allowing at home. He said it, saying you can dictate it. Everyone's like saying you are in charge, you do everything, you dictate it, and you're putting Pogba and Cristiano on like as a sub in like 70th minute, or like Van der Beek is you are in charge, you do whatever you want to do, and then everyone like dictate off the back of you. Everton had everything to do. Everything was like, go on, say it.
Say something. I had said to Andy after when I came, I said, a fair play to you. Fred made a massive error there. He should just stand, find it, put it in the stands, and don't let them counter-attack. And it costs us, dear.
We've not got that grit. We've not got that you know, that proper shithouse team that we need. You know, where Chelsea and City, they'll just fucking hit you. We don't do that.
That's what we need.
I think we say it's grit and it's things like that, but sometimes I do think it comes down to tactical nous. And I think at times when teams want to attack us, we're great on the counter-attack, which is a common thing. But we have to learn how to break teams.
Counter-attack football at home, 100%. You've got to take the game to them, and we don't do that at all.
Ryan, what you made of that today?
I think Ollie kind of needs to grow a pair of balls at this point now. Like, he's getting questions asked of him now at this point. We've lost a couple of games to teams we shouldn't lose to, especially young boys, fuck me. Villa last week, not good enough. I think Ollie's too predictable, or United are too predictable. 4-2-3-1 every fucking game. Play 3-5-2. Play Ronaldo and Cavani up front for once. Go back to the 90s with 4-4-2, what Fergie would do. Why are we always consistently playing the same formation? Because what the teams do, put 11 men behind the ball, compact it, and then what do? We play it to the wings, and wings, and then hope a gap opens. But all they do is just sit off on us. It's not good enough. To be honest, personally, I think we should give him a bit more time. If it's not going right by January, and let's say we've lost to like dog shit teams like Norwich, for example, if we lose to Norwich, the shit's going to hit the fan with us lot. We all know that. But personally, for me, I think if we're in a bad place by Christmas, he might have to go, to be honest. But man, it's just like we've got to give him a chance at least. I think he's been a bit protected because he's a legend, he's an icon of this club. Like, he scored the winning goal in the treble, you know what I mean? He got us the treble, so that's why he's got more time than other managers.
I think to be fair to him, look, I've criticised him today, and I will criticise him in my review later, but to be fair to him, I think he's earned the time that he's got and he's had. And I think he's definitely, regardless of what happens from here, he's built foundations for us to be successful from.
He's changed the club completely. I was saying to him before, I think the best thing for Ollie is to be around the club, but not as manager. The signings since Ollie's come in have been what we've been asking for years.
Backroom staff as well. It's like they're learning on the job. You know what I mean? Like Michael Carrick and Kieran McKenna. I know they've done it for like under-18s and that, but it's nothing like the first team. You know what I mean? You've got the best player
Manchester
ever.
United, the biggest club in the world, and just expect to take everything by storm. You've got to bring in people with experience, know what they're doing, and.
We still desperately need a CDM, like a world-class CDM. We might have to pay 80 million for him, for example, like Ndidi. Leicester are always...
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. What's the point in buying Sancho? He's not going to play him, not even in his position as well.
I think Greenwood's wasted on the wing. Like, for example, West Ham. Why the fuck did he not take Martial off, man? Why did he leave Martial on? Why did he leave Martial on and put Greenwood?
About the cup game.
Yeah, as soon as Greenwood come on, he nearly fucking scored. But if he was more central to goal, he wouldn't have had that tight as fuck angle to try and like control it and then try and whack it as quick as he could. It's just not good enough. I mean, for me, I don't like Martial. I know he scored today, but he's a lazy cunt. He's a lazy cunt. He's not consistent enough. There's two players who absolutely outshone like Martial with like work rate. Cavani, as we all know, he proved it at midweek with Villarreal, and then Jesse Lingard as well. Jesse Lingard as well. He outruns absolutely everyone as well. We need the work rate. Cavani is perfect for that, but Martial, he's a lazy bastard, and for me, he has to go. And let's get the 40 million and put that towards like a CDM, whether it's in January or the fucking summer, because we need a change, whether it's a CDM or a manager or both. We need to see how far we can go.
Not all the time. Against West Ham, when we lost 1-0, maybe, yeah. But it's like too consistently, do you know what I mean? The tactics are just not on for the people who are playing like Everton now, 1-1. You mad? Do you know what I mean? Should be smashing it. I said
points in games.
4-0 in pre-season, and we're doing 1-1 there. What's going on there? What's he changed?
It's not good enough.
It was embarrassing
all the time, and then we're going back to McFred. Like, what's going on?
He played well against.
He did.
But what against West Ham in the League Cup? I don't understand why.
Come on, defending all game neither. Get Donny on and try and create something.
As much as he's dog shit, at least he tries. He's dog shit, but at least he tries. No, it's not. No, of course. No, of course not. We need a 4-3-3, 4-3-3, 3-5-2. Just something. Just not 4-2-3.
What City have? They just have a holding midfield who can do everything in front of the defence. That's all we need. Just a CDM who can control the game.
Let's be honest. We've not replaced Michael Carrick since he's gone. Because McTominay, we've got two players who form like one Michael Carrick, and they're barely even near that.
And the one player that City does it for.
Right. Cheers, lads.